Hi everyone, it's Darryl for Movie Reviews 101. Time for weekly roundup number 4. First up we have Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This is the follow-on to see what happened with Captain America after the Avengers. We follow him as he gets betrayed by S.H.I.E.L.D. and then he has to work out who is actually behind the betrayal within S.H.I.E.L.D. He ends up meeting a familiar enemy and basically saving the day. Simple enough, nice addition to the franchise. I don't think it's as good as everyone promised me it would, but it was still entertaining and fits into the franchise perfectly. Next we have Unstoppable. No, it's not the one about the train, this is a Wesley Snipes film. In this film he gets wrongfully picked up believing he is a certain person, makes sense, and gets drugged, and the drug that they give him makes anything people say real to him. He has to work out what is real and who he is before it is too late. It's actually a very fun action movie with plenty of comical lines, plenty of just Wesley Snipes doing what he did in the mid-noughties before anything went wrong. I give this one a solid 72%, like most films are going to get this week. Next up is Kiki's Delivery Service. This is a Studio Ghibli movie. This is based on a young witch called Kiki who has to go out into the world to learn her witching powers in an unknown town, and she ends up in a small European village where she has to learn to adapt to the newer world, and everyone has to learn that she is now going to be someone special for this town. It just typical Studio Ghibli this. It's beautifully story told, and just, well, you just can't really imagine where we would be without the Studio Ghibli animations. So much better than Disney. Try them all. This one, 83%. From one extreme to the other, we have The Loved Ones. This is an Australian horror movie about a young girl, well, teenage girl, who asks another bloke to the prom, and after getting rejected she kidnaps him and puts him through a torturous night to have the dream prom with her father. It's very twisted, very funny, beautifully shot. Aussie horror is really on the up. I'm going to give this another one of the ones, 72%. It's just got to be seen by the horror fans. It's so fun, trust me. Now for the weekends. I told you it would be a documentary special. First up is Blackfish, looking at how the killer whale in SeaWorld is being treated and how it has actually killed people, and how wrong it is to keep it in such a small enclosure. It's part campaign, part realistic, bringing people to see what's really happening. It has to stop, it has to change. This is a brilliant insight to see what we really do to animals for entertainment value. I gave this a 90%. This could have easily been nominated for an Oscar. Second part of this documentary weekend is The Cove. This is the heartbreaking story of the dolphin slaughter in Japan. Every year they capture the dolphins and pick the best ones for entertainment and slaughter the rest. This film shows how one man who used to train the dolphins is now a campaigner to release the dolphins. It shows how they are being used as food, even though they're highly contagiously poisonous for the people eating them. This is an absolute must-watch. It really is heartbreaking to watch what happens for these pure animals. Trust me, with 94%, watch, campaign, spread the word. Okay, my top 5 this week was slightly different. I wasn't going to rank them. These are 5 films I dislike that everybody else seems to love. Now, I'm not questioning whether they are good or bad films, they're just ones I don't enjoy. First up is The Godfather. I just cannot get into The Godfather. I find it so much talking. Secondly, Shaun of the Dead. I hear people go on and on about how this is so funny, so good, so entertaining. I find it boring, no jokes, I laugh once for the whole film. Then we have Spider-Man 2. This is the Tobey Maguire one. Everybody says this was the best superhero film at the time. I know standards have improved a lot, I always found this one very boring. I just didn't care about the characters. Next, Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. I hear people would ask why I picked this one. I love the Fellowship of the Rings. I thought it was brilliant. The Two Towers was good. This, I felt, was exactly the same as the Two Towers, just with a bit added on the end. Throwing the ring in the fire. Did we need another movie? And the last one, probably the most controversial pick of the lot, Pulp Fiction. I know I first watched this when I was young and I never really got it. I still don't get it. I love Tarantino films. Don't get me wrong, I don't think this is my favourite of his. I just do not enjoy this one. What can you go and see at the cinema this week? Well, you've got the Daniel Radcliffe comedy What If, which looks very funny and very much in the 500 Days of Summer line. Then you have Lucy, where Scarlett Johansson gets her brain improved to take on the people. Seems quite good, entertainment wise. Then we have Deliver Us from Evil, a horror movie. Sounds good as well, the trailers look very entertaining. Finally, Into the Storm. This looks like a found footage action disaster movie. Well, altogether it might well work. I still pick What If as my choice of the week. Next week I will be doing my top 5 David Fincher movies. Which ones would you pick on that list? And also I will be doing a Cameron Diaz weekend. What films would you pick to watch that week? Thank you for watching, and remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check out the website, like us here on YouTube, and subscribe to us on YouTube. This is Darren, and thank you for watching.